Another unique property of carbon is tetravalency. Now what is meant by tetravalency or tetravalent element? Tetra means 4. Means the element whose valency is 4 is known as tetravalent. Okay. Now why the carbon is tetravalent? Let's see. A carbon atom complete its octet only by sharing its valence electrons with other atoms. Okay, as we already studied that carbon has 4 electrons in its valence shell and it shares its 4 electrons with other elements as well as with carbon also, as we have seen it in catenation. Now as a result, a carbon atom forms 4 covalent bonds by sharing these valence electrons with other atoms. This is known as tetravalency of carbon. Understood? What is tetravalency? Tetravalency is nothing but the element whose valency is 4 is known as tetravalent element, and the element which exhibits such nature is known as tetravalency. And here, as carbon has 4 electrons in its valence shell, this carbon shares its valence shell electrons with other atoms to form covalent bonds. Now here the two examples are given. One is methane, the molecular formula is CH4, and next example is carbon tetrachloride, that is CCl4. Now as you know, carbon is tetravalent, has 4 electrons in its valence shell. Here the valence shell electrons of carbon are denoted by cross, whereas the atomic number of hydrogen is 1. It has 1 valence shell electron. So here the electrons of hydrogen are denoted by dot. Now see how the electrons are shared between the atoms of these two elements to form single covalent bond. Why single covalent bonds are formed here? Because when the bond is formed by sharing of one pair of electron is known as single covalent bond. Now look another example, that is carbon tetrachloride. Now the electrons of carbon are denoted by cross, whereas the electrons or valence shell electrons of chlorine are denoted by dot. What is the atomic number of chlorine? Atomic number of chlorine is 17. Its electronic configuration is 287. Means it has 7 electrons in its valence shell and requires one more electron to attain stability like its nearest inert gas, that is argon. The atomic number of argon is 18 and it is an inert gas. So here carbon is monovalent, as its valency is 1, requires 1 electron to attain stable electronic configuration. So here both carbon and chlorine share its 1 electrons again to form single covalent bond.